Hey guys, welcome to Papa D's Range Time. I'm Papa D and I'm in South Louisiana on a nice warm day. I am sitting on the ground at this time because we're going to be talking a little bit about shooting a handgun in a prone position. So there's different little details that go into shooting prone that if you put them all together, you usually make the shot. Now right now I'm at about 50 to 55 yards from my steel target against my back wall. But let's start with the grip of the handgun. So the gun is unloaded, no magazine in it, and it's just me and the camera out here. So nobody to get in front of the muzzle. So whenever we have a standard grip in our tactical shooting, we're filling in the gap and being able to get a good stable grip. Whenever we're in a prone position, we want to take advantage of the ground because the ground is the most stable platform there is, and you want to get as much of your body touching the ground as you possibly can. On the grip of the gun, we want to do a modified baseball, golf grip, something of that nature, where we're taking the thumb and putting it where our hand would have been, and we're interlacing our pinky of our right hand for a strong hand right-handed shooter with my first finger of my left hand. And then with this fist, I'm going to have that on the ground and be able to have from my elbow all the way to my knee touching the ground to be able to access my sights. So whenever we are getting on the ground, I have a cardboard circle here so I have a point of reference. You can take and keep the muzzle of the gun in front of you while you're trying to take and get into position, but sometimes it's just easier to set the gun down, go ahead and get your body into position. So what I'm doing right now is making contact with the ground. So I've got my elbow all the way through to my right knee touching the ground. I've got my left knee touching, and then my left foot is crossed over. So I know where everything is. Whenever I get my baseball grip, whatever you want to call it, get my fist, jam this into the ground, now I'm looking over my sights, and I've got a pretty stable platform to be able to pull the trigger and hopefully get on target. The same thing of getting up. It's easier to sometimes just lay the gun down, get up to your knees, get up, holster your weapon, or do whatever you have to with it. Anyway, we're going to take and try these practices. There's a lot of little bitty details that go into it, and if you follow all the details, generally you make a pretty good shot. Again, about 55 yards to the steel target. I'm shooting a Canik TP9SF today. I'm going to be running, I don't remember if it's 147 or 115 grain reloaded ammo, but we're going to take and load this up. I'm going to take and turn the camera off, get my safety gear on, and see if we can make a few shots. Thank you for watching. Let's see what we can do. Alright guys, we're back running rounds. Let's see what we can do. Don't forget, when you're on the ground, you have other ways of getting stable. Using your legs, trying to take and support yourself any way you can. Anyway, guys, it's Papa D coming to you from South Louisiana, just doing a little bit of prone shooting, a few little points of interest. Hopefully this is something you can find in an outdoor range and practice on. Maybe get a good instructor and practice on their place. Don't discount this on your training. It's a good alternative. I have surgery coming up in 7 days on my thumb, and right now that position is not fun for me. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and I will see you down the road on the next video.